Minutes before work and see if anybody wanted to chat. It's nice out here. A little lizard. Little critters. Not cold enough for them all to hide yet, so. But it is nice outside right now. That is the tiniest little lizard. Check this out. Look at that thing. It's so tiny. It's the size of a quarter. The thing is incredibly small. Look at that. Look at my finger. That's how small it is. Where the hell, what kind of lizard is that? That's like a little baby lizard. There you go. Huh. That's the tiniest lizard I think I've ever seen in my life. Especially in the wild. Maybe I've seen, no, I haven't seen those anywhere else. I've never seen anything that small. Not a lizard that small. It was smaller than my finger. It was crazy small. You had little stripes on him and everything. There he is. I mean, we got lizards and stuff. They're probably 4 to 5 inches long, maybe. And they're normally brown or green. This guy is like almost translucent and striped. Kind of wild. In Georgia. Figure that one out. Somebody Google that lizard and put it in the comments. Let me know what kind of lizard it was. There's a challenge for the day. Conor McGregor. I wish I had his money. No, I am not Conor McGregor, and I definitely can't fight like him. So check this little lizard out, man. If it's still here. Oh, where did it go? It was the tiniest little lizard. It's probably the size of a quarter. I lost it. Oh well. It's in the beginning of the video. It was like an inch long and kind of light brown with stripes on it. Hey, Dashing Womble. And it was the tiniest little thing. If you watch the beginning of the video, maybe you can identify it. Put it in the comments for me. I completely lost it. Can't find it anywhere now. Are you guys enjoying your coffee? I got mine out here. It's nice out. I wanted to sit out here. It's not hot. In a few weeks, it'll probably be too cold to sit out here. So here I am. And we got weirdos popping in already. Let's see. Let's remove that one. It's so weird. People trolling. Anyway. It's supposed to be a hurricane coming, and I'm doing another WTF News broadcast. So when the sun comes up, I'm going to do a few clips. It'll take me like an hour to put it all together. It's no time at all. And then I will post that sometime today, later today. My YouTube friend down in Florida, named Eric, suggested I do one about the weather, the hurricane, and so why not? I did one. I am doing one, so yeah. It's so easy to make videos these days and edit them, and then with the AI stuff you can use as well, it's too easy. If I really wanted to, I could probably put a whole video together and edit it and publish it within like 30 minutes, especially if it's short. Those things take no time if you're going to actually edit them and stuff, you know. Oh man, it's really nice out here. Cool little breeze blowing. I hope you guys have a good day. You saw it, Dashing? It is the tiniest little thing. I've never seen one that small in the wild or anything like that. I don't think in real life. I don't. Was that a baby lizard? I mean, it could be, but it was striped and stuff. It was just totally weird. Wild, wild animals in Georgia. All right. Yeah, somebody's gonna guess what I do for work. I'm at work early because I don't have a life, and I'm sitting outside my work on a bench. So you can guess. Guess what I do. This ought to be interesting. Let's see what people are gonna say. I've had a couple people. One person said that I look like Conor McGregor. That's not the first time somebody said that to me. I think it's the beard. Without the beard, I wasn't getting any kind of comments like that. Maybe I'm the older version of him. Conor McGregor. I don't have any tattoos either, so yeah. I'm not built like him. I don't have the tattoos, and I definitely can't fight. So my fighting involved an M16 and 300 yards. So can't identify lizards either. I don't know. It was just an interesting little lizard. At first, I just thought it was a bug going across the sidewalk, and but the way it scurried, and his little tail was going back and forth, kind of cool. Librarian or ex-social studies teacher. Well, if I had to choose one of those, I'd probably take librarian. I like the quiet. I don't really read books that much, but librarian seems like a nice quiet job. And we were all kids at one time, and we all acted stupid in class. But it seems like the kids today are just insane. They're videoing each other, fist fighting each other all the time, shootings, and all. I just don't remember any of that happening. Of course, we didn't have the internet, and everything wasn't blasted in our face all the time either. But there was plenty of fist fights, I'm sure. Maybe even some shootings, but you never heard about it because the news wasn't like it is today. It is nice and peaceful this morning. Birds haven't even woken up. You can't figure out what I do for a living? I drink coffee for a living. I drink coffee and I do small talk on YouTube. No real agenda, just chatting. Yeah. I get on that whole topic again. Everybody with a phone is a newscaster now. It's a chase lizard. Look at Womble looking it up, finding out what kind of lizard it was. Thanks, Chase, Dashing Womble. I need to know your real first name. A chase lizard. That's wild. And the lizards eat bugs, and that guy was as small as a bug. So what the hell is he eating? Parasites? I mean, how is he gonna swallow a bug? He's the size of a bug. I don't know. I keep looking for him, hoping I can see him go across the ground again. But he's camouflaged in the grass. There's no way I'd be able to find him. And they're cold-blooded, so I couldn't do like a infrared thing either. Oh, my job is to chase lizards. I thought you were naming the lizard and looked it up. No, I work at the post office. I work at the post office. I thought there was an actual lizard called a chase lizard. I was like, Damn, Womble's right on it, man. He looked it up quick. Ray. Okay, Ray. I was like, damn, Ray. Oh, it's funny. My job is to chase lizards. Oh, I was at Lowe's. This was weeks ago, and I wanted to get one of these little kits for kids that you can put together. And I was doing a little live streams, and I was putting these little kits together, just kind of have something to do in front of the camera. But I was at Lowe's, and I also needed to have a key made, duplicated. So I asked the lady, and I had a couple of these kits in my hand already, the toy kits in my hand, and I said I need to have a key made. Somehow I said it, and she didn't understand me, and she like, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, whatever. 10 minutes later, she finally shows back up, and she's got another little kit. She thought I said I needed one for, how did I say it? Somehow she got confused that I needed another toy kit when I needed a key. And and then it kind of, this conversation, oh man, I started the story and I can't even really retell it that great. But why would I need, I don't know. I wish I had remembered the conversation. It was kind of stupid because she misunderstood me and I misunderstood her at the same time. And then I just stood there like an idiot for 10 minutes waiting for her to show back up. When I was right there at the key cutting station, thinking I was like, where the hell she's got to go? It's all right here. And she went back to get another kit. I know I have a little bit of a southern accent, a lot of a southern accent, as some people may say, but damn. She's southern too, so it shouldn't have been that confusing. Oh man. So Ray's out there in the Midwest. You get tornadoes where you are, right, Ray? Not hurricanes? I guess everywhere in the United States get tornadoes pretty much. Man, that coffee's good this morning. There's a business across the street from the post office, and they have a flagpole. And the flag was basically shredded. It was just tattered and torn in multiple pieces hanging off the top of the pole. And I walked over there and I said, hey, do you need me to swap this flag out for you? I've got one right here. I'd be happy to swap it for you. She goes, no, I've got a flag, but the flagpole's messed up. You can't raise it or lower it. It's stuck. And that's why we haven't changed it. And I'm like, okay, maybe you can get somebody down here to fix it. A tree service, because I didn't know if there was any like flagpole service in this area. So like 2 months went by and still hadn't fixed the flag. And the way it looked, it probably been up there a couple months before I even asked her. This was like 3 or 4 months of a shredded flag on top of this flagpole, and nobody was saying anything or doing anything. And that was just so bizarre. It's a brown anole. Damn. But he was so tiny, I don't know how he would be able to bite me. Anyway, so nobody was saying anything about this flag. The community wasn't saying anything. Nothing. So I posted on like Nextdoor app, trying to get the local people to say, hey, there's this flag. Call this business, and ask them what's up. Why aren't they changing their flag? They're going to tell you the flagpole, blah, blah, blah. And people started calling. Still wouldn't change it. Still wouldn't change it. Still wouldn't change it. Another week went by, and then I finally went on Google, and I left them a review on Google with a picture of the flag, saying if this is how they take care of the flag, how do they treat their patients inside the building? And the next day, after that Google review, an actual truck from Atlanta came down, a flagpole service company, came down the next day with a lift, got up there and fixed it, put a new flag up, and they apologized in the Google comment. So if you publicly blast them, like on Google reviews, and their reviews aren't that great anyway, they respond really quick. And what's this official guy down here saying all kinds of crazy stuff? Anyway, squeaky wheel. I mean, but everybody, numerous people were calling. I did a live stream, and I gave the number out on the live stream to the business, and nothing was getting done. And I think it was the Google review. You know, when I publicly blasted their business like that, they took note, and maybe their corporate monitors the Google reviews and said, "Hey, what the hell's going on down there?" and get it fixed. So that might be it. You know, because if you look them up on Google, they have a website address, but when you click on it, the website's totally dead. It won't pull up. It's completely non-existent. So they can't even maintain their website. And they got these banners all out in front of their building that says newly renovated, all this other stuff. I could build a beautiful display cabinet. I can build stuff. It's not going to be beautiful. I built a dog house. That's in one of my live streams. It's a 4 foot by 8 foot dog house for a big black lab. I did the siding and the shingles and flooring. I'm going to put insulation in it too. I can build decks and pathways. I did some framing when I got out of high school, a little bit of construction, so I learned some stuff. It's all about having the right tool and having the right tools and the willingness to learn, I guess. And with the internet, you can watch how to do pretty much anything, except like maybe brain surgery or something like that, you know. The doghouse is really nice. Yeah, made her my girlfriend made this huge pillow, if you will, filled it with cedar chips. Cedar chips help keep fleas and stuff away, and it makes a good bedding. So we made this huge pillow and stuffed it full of cedar chips, and she sleeps on that at night, and she really likes it. It's not quite big enough though, so she may make another one, or I don't know what we're going to do. I used to know a guy that would do like shadow boxes and picture frames. He was really talented, but he had a lot of special tools too. You know, if you don't have the right tools, if you're just out there with a skill saw and some duct tape, you're not going to get anywhere. There it is again. Gosh, he's fast. Where'd he go? There he is. There he goes. Little bugger's fast. You can't really see him until he moves. He blends in so well. I swear he's the size of my thumbnail. He's like super tiny. He caught my eye. Anyway, fascinating squirrel. Tim Taylor's assistant on the show Home Improvement. Role on Home Improvement hosted Family Feud for a while. So yeah, I know who you're talking about now. I'm fascinated by this lizard. That's how exciting my life is. It's kind of sad in a way. Yeah, I'm reading comments here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of specialty tools. I got basic stuff. You know, I have skill saw, jigsaw. You know, I don't have a table saw, which would really be nice, but I don't have a place to put it. I have a router. I got a nail gun. A few other things like that. I can build. I got to build another, like a mini shed for my lawn tools, rakes and shovels and things like that. Because the side of my shed is overflowing with other things, and we need a place to put this stuff. So I'll end up building like a little mini shed, and I can put that in. I like to build it really tall so I can put lumber in it, because I've got like 8 foot boards 4x4 posts and 2x4s and stuff. They're just sitting out leaning against the fence. Now the fence is leaning over with all the weight. So I need to put this lumber somewhere. I always overestimate when I go to Lowe's or anything like that and buy stuff. These table saws can be pretty dangerous. Yeah, they got those new ones now, or I don't know how new they are, but they can sense when your finger touches the blade and it stops it. It's wild. Modern technology. And then some people come into the post office and ask for directions while holding a smartphone. And you look at them, it's on the corner of www and google.com. And the flag thing, somebody said in the thread from Nextdoor app, somebody mentioned, well, maybe you should post something about flag etiquette. I replied back, google.com. Just, if you own a business and you can afford a flagpole, you can probably afford the internet and you can look it up if you cared. So, no, I'm not going to post flag etiquette rules and things like that. If you wanted to take care of it, you could look it up yourself and do that. I didn't get any responses for that though. But yeah, just Google it. Google whatever you want, man. If you want to know how to take care of a flag, Google it. That was so ridiculous to me that somebody said that. Somebody's trying to turn a closed trailer into a food trailer. It's a Genie already. It's got a generator on it, okay. Air tank that you don't need. Not enough plug-ins and need to run gas lines. You can probably, I guess you're doing propane. Running electrical plugs is easy. You probably need one of those CFI plugs that trips real easily, especially if you can make a food trailer out of it. And then as far as gas lines, you could do copper, which is the traditional way to run a gas line. But there's these flex lines you can purchase in a roll. They're expensive, but you don't have any joints. You just snake it everywhere you want it to go. It can be outside the trailer and work its way inside the trailer or whatever, and you just put a fitting at the end and that's it. So you don't have to worry about making joints along the way. That might be better for you as far as running gas lines. I wouldn't run a rubber hose gas line, dry rot or split, and then all your gas is leaking out everywhere. But if you can run copper, if you know how to do that, copper tubing would probably be really easy, nice too. Yeah, if the wall's already up and finished, you'll have to run conduit. Otherwise, you tear the walls down. So, but running electricity for like regular plugs and stuff like that's easy. I ran electricity. I buried a line from the house to the shed, and ran electricity out there. And I ran an Ethernet cable from the house to the shed as well. And because the internet signal is really weak out there, so I ran an Ethernet cable as well as electricity, and I put another router out there so that I could have internet out in the shed as well. So I got a laptop out there with my tools. If I want to look something up and I don't want to do it on my phone, I got internet to do that. I also got a wireless camera that requires internet, so I needed internet for that as well. uh, 220. Don't like the sappy stuff or zappy stuff. Okay. Voice to text, because I know that thing jacks. I talk fast and have a southern accent, so it doesn't help with my voice to text. I have to talk like a robot to get it to transcribe my text properly. What time is it? Yeah, I'll be on here for another 5 minutes or something like that. Just a little 30-minute live stream. Kind of just shoot the shit before I go to work. You don't need subtitles. That's great. I actually watched this old video clip from Monty Python where this reporter's interviewing these three Iraqis, and she's asking him questions, and he's speaking English, but they gave him subtitles, and he starts freaking out. So, why do I need subtitles? I speak really good English. Oh man, look up Monty Python subtitles. It should be a little 2-minute clip. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you don't like the house? Like, I've done plugs and switches and light fixtures and stuff. It's not a big deal. It's really not. I needed a plug outside of the house, and I knew where a plug was inside of the house. So I just piggybacked off that plug that was in the house and made an outside outlet so that I could plug stuff outside. It wasn't hard. You just gotta think about it, you know? Moonshiners. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with moonshiners. I apologize, Old Glory. Moonshiners. I grew up in Tennessee as well, and my accent used to be a lot worse, in my opinion. I kind of improved my accent, if you will. I still say stupid stuff that doesn't make sense, but anyway. I used to say fixin' all the time. I'm fixin' to go over there, and I'm fixin' to go here. I finally broke myself of doing that. So, I'm not fixing the whole world again. My ex-wife, when we first got together, she was making fun of me for saying fixin' all the time. And kind of broke me of that. I was in West Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah. Ray knows Monty Python. You've probably seen that clip where she's interviewing the three guys dressed up as Iraqis. It's pretty damn funny. One guy's talking and they give him subtitles, but when the other guy dressed as Iraqi talks, there's no subtitles for him. Savannah. Well, then you know where Adamsville is, and that's where my dad still is. Small world. I grew up in Adamsville, Tennessee, and my dad still lives there. And a quick little story before I go. When I was in the Army, I had to go to South Korea for a training mission. So, get over there, train, blah, blah, blah. Got over in South Korea doing our stuff, and they had civilian contractors as well there with us. And one of them was an older guy. And he was assigned to us, and we were in this minivan, if you will, going from one place to another. And we were in there for like a half an hour, and we're just talking about stuff back home, whatever. And he mentions a town in Georgia that's right next to the town I was living in Georgia. And I was listening, I was like, you're saying Social Circle? Well, I'm in Rutledge. And he's like, he was in the front seat and I was in the back. And he turned around, he's like, what? And we just started having this conversation. It's like, how in the hell? And he talks about the restaurant in Rutledge and how he goes there every Sunday after church to have lunch with his family, and he's, knows everything about it. And I was like, how in the hell have we not crossed paths if we had to come to South Korea to meet each other? And then after that, I kept seeing him at this restaurant, just like he said, after Sunday. He would be there with his family. He's an older guy. And I kept running into him over and over again. Sawmill, that's where my dad likes to go. He likes to go to that restaurant. This is crazy. Old Glory's like probably served my dad food at a restaurant. He knows it. He likes that restaurant. But yeah, I had to go all the way to South Korea to meet this guy that lived in 5 miles from my house, and ended up going to the restaurant that I passed by every single day. It was crazy. And now this guy just happens to be on my live feed, and probably did work the restaurant that my dad likes to visit and still does to this day. That's crazy. My dad's Joe, and I don't know how to describe him. Anyway. Okay, I'll mention it to my dad. My dad watches these live streams. So, Dad, if you're watching, there's a guy on here that said he worked the sawmill until about a couple months ago. Lives in Savannah, Tennessee, and he said he's the giant guy that was cooking there. He's 6'8", so he's very rememberable. Super tall guy that worked at the sawmill, and just happened to meet him on a live stream. So, Dad, if you're watching, put a comment in or something afterwards. He's normally up at this hour. I'm surprised he's not watching right now. But yeah, that's cool. Oh gosh, that is crazy. You think this world is so damn big, but it's not. It really isn't. We're just a speck. Just a little speck. What was it? What's that movie? Disney movie. Lorax. Was it the Lorax? When the whole civilization was on this little no, it wasn't the Lorax, but all the little people lived in this little speck on this dandelion flower, and the elephant was carrying it around or some crap like that. It's just a reference to show that we're really not that big. Really not that big. Anyway, I guess I need to get off of here. I got to open up in 10 minutes or 9 minutes. And so we did a little 30-minute stream. Glad you guys watched me. Like and sub. Yeah, go ahead and sub, because I'm going to be putting a lot of videos on. I almost do a video almost every single day. And they're totally random. So if you like just cat videos or just car videos, then this isn't the channel for you. But if you'd like to just see a little something different every once in a while, then watch my channel. I do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I take suggestions. So I'm not an expert YouTuber, but I like having fun, and I think that's part of it. So people are walking. All right, well, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Where's that lizard?